What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some TCG Pocket content. Today's video, we're taking a look at probably the strongest STOKE Zard list I've played so far. This deck gets Zard on the field, lickety-split, and it's going to be able to start hitting for 150 as early as turn 3, 2, whatever you want to call it. The second turn, essentially. You have to be able to get STOKE Zard out on the field, use Stoke, and all of a sudden now you've got enough energy to hit it for 150 with Stream Artillery. In this deck, we are running two different Charmanders. We have one of the Charmanders with Ember, running the one from, I believe, Genetic Apex. And this 30 damage allows us to be able to hit for some really nice breakpoints, like against Magikarp and against some grass types that have 50 HP, like Execute. The other Charmander here, if I could hit the right button here, is just the one that we got with STOKE Zard from, I believe it was in Shining Revelry. So that's a pretty good, it doesn't require you to drop an energy, which is nice. We have one Litten and one Incineroar in this deck. We're also running a Shining Revelry Charmeleon, as well as the stage 2s. We're going to be using our typical 2 Pokeball, 2 research. We're using 1 communication for some consistency, double rare candy because it's the most goated card in the format, and then we're also going to be running 1 giant cape, which has been very nice to be able to get that 180 HP pool on both of your stage 2s up to 200, which is a really huge number, especially when you combine it with the 2 lilies that we're running in this deck. We're also running, obviously, the 2 research, and I prefer having a Sabrina and a Cyrus in this deck. Cyrus, as you could certainly say I don't need it, but it's won me games, and I feel like at this point, if I don't have it, I'm just putting myself into a position where I'm not going to have a good time. Previously, you'll see in the first couple of games we're featuring today, I was running red card, and I may have running, I can't remember if I swapped out 2 cards, but I know I was running 2 other cards that I didn't like. I didn't like red card. It was like a tournament deck list that I grabbed, so I tried it out. But Sabrina Cyrus is fantastic. We have Iono there, and just in case we need, and we have the double Lily since we're running a stage 2 deck. Let me know in the comments what you think about this deck, and then please enjoy the games. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Surely we can't continue to not draw any cards. If I break again, I'm sad. And I'm just hoping that this goes better than it did last time. It's a water deck, so of course, we're running against Palkia. At least we're going second. But they could just one... They can almost one-shot me. That's going to be great. All right, we get all our basics out. And it'd be Palkia. Okay. Our starting hand's pretty reasonably decent, at least. But it appears that theirs is as well. Okay, so they started very similar to me, where they've got both. Okay. We'll just Pokeball, research. And do a little research here. Ape and Lily, completely useless cards to me right now. See, I don't really feel like there's a good way to go about this anyway. I'm gonna have to Iono next turn, most likely. I'm more worried about them evolving. I'm not really worried about them evolving, I guess. Just trying to figure out where the right place to put this energy is. Just put this on the Charmander on the bench since I don't have any ability to evolve right now. And we'll see about maybe Iono next turn. Yep, there's the evolution. I'll swing with Palkia. Grand. Communication. Like, this communication is guaranteed to get us an EX of one of the two that I need. All right. Right. We'll go ahead and rare candy down the Charizard. I'm not going to evolve the one that's on my active right now. They'll take a point here. Another unsuccessful Misty. Wait, see what they do here. Yeah, they're gonna load up the Palkia. Unless they have another Misty in hand, they're not gonna be able to hit me with a Dimensional Storm right away. Because they don't have a way to accelerate water energy right now. And just in case they have that Misty, I'm gonna red card here. I'm just hoping at this point. Okay, Lily, Charmeleon. Okay, I can heal away some of this damage. They can't one-shot me. I can just attach the Charizard next turn. They're going to have to retreat out of the Palkia if they don't want to lose it, unless I just gave them a cape. And if I did, that's going to make me sad. Okay, so they're gonna pop Manaphy out in the lead, and they're gonna try to... They're gonna X-Speed and save some energy. Yep, makes sense. So they'll get one turn out of Manaphy. It's a rare candy and an Incineroar in my deck somewhere. But I'm sure there are two bottom cards. What is that trainer? What is that supporter for Araquanid do? I can't remember. Go for the gift. We get a point back. Alright, there's no reason not to just KO this thing. We got two Lily. I kind of feel like we're just playing the waiting game now. Right, Crabominable is probably going to come up while they load up that Palkia. Yep. Nice thing is I can heal away all 60 of this damage. But unless I draw my one copy of red, I'm not going to be able to take this thing out in one shot, which is unfortunate. Yeah, they're going to load up Palkia. As long as I keep my HP on Charizard filled, should be okay. There's the cape. Well, okay. It's in cape plus heat tackle range. I'm getting all the cards I don't want on top of my deck as normal. Yeah, we'll use Lily here. I'll put an energy over onto Litten, and then we'll just attack. And I'm sure they have a way to heal this. They'll probably have Irida or something, but they basically have to retreat and do something else next turn. They can't bring in Palkia, because that'll get one-shot by Charizard unless they have Red or Giovanni. Okay, they Irida, so we're not getting KO'd this turn. They can't retreat the Crabominable. I think they just kind of accept their fate. Yeah, they just kind of accept their fate now. Good game. Yep, they concede. Very nice played. Very nicely played. All right, we get to go second. See what we're up against here. Electric. Okay. Yeah, this is awkward. This is not good, dude. I'm gonna need to rely on Charmander and Charmeleon to do anything here. Oh, and they're immediately caping. I'm coping, they're caping. Okay. So we do have the rare candy, but I don't know how much I really want the rare candy. We could red card them, but I feel like, what's the point? It puts them down a card, but they've already got what they wanted on the field. Me going first and red carding, that would have been ideal. I think at least for the first turn, I'll just attack. The other Oricorio. This is going to be a tough game. This is not going to be fun. The one time I want my Charmeleon. Oh my goodness. Alright, so now we're just gonna go ahead and communications away this Charizard. Would like to get... Okay, we get Charmeleon. There's really not much I can do here. It's basically just try to get rid of one. I can't heal the Charmeleon. They get to two-shot me with the Oricorio. Thank you.
Daddy!
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Daddy.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I can take it out. It doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter. Because they just... Well, they can't attack this next one. Alright, hold on a minute. We might be cooking a bit here. Right, we're going to be sitting on this 10 HP Charmander for longer than I care for. And then I have to hope I can draw something useful. I don't know what would be nice here. Or a basic. A basic would be great. They're just here to recycle the Oricorios, man. And they are running Magnemite. Get a Litten out. See, there I'm thinking here. There's no good way to do this. like this. It's not been helpful at all. I need to change some cards out of this deck. I don't like this at all. See if we made these adjustments and see what happens here. Get to go first again, because that's always helpful. We get to start behind. I love starting behind. Right, so...
Sit down.
Pokeball, we get to just thin the deck and get lit out against a fighting deck, so at least I'm not super worried about this. However, they get to attach first, and they're going to be hitting for 40 right off the rip, and I don't like that. Probably Riolu. Rampardos. Yep. Up, dropping Skull Fossils. Probably got rare candies already. Knowing my luck, they have the rare candy Rampardos in hand. Oh, they have it immediately in hand, dude. Really? Okay. But now that immediately just wins us the game, I think. Because while Rampardos can do some damage, it can't one-shot us, and we can one-shot the Rampardos. This is a great showcase of how strong Zard is turn 1. Turn 2, turn 1. You just get it down immediately. And now they can't retreat the Skull Fossil. Now, if they get Rampardos plus Lucario, that's going to be a problem. There's Sabrina. Okay. What do I want to lose here? Well, probably, oof. It doesn't matter. As soon as I drop one, I'm going to lose the other, so. Okay. They don't have it. Okay. So we'll just pop. I mean, if they don't have it, they don't have it. I'll just go ahead and hit them with a combustion. And then they have to evolve. Or they lose their Skull Fossil. Okay. They're hoping to pull the communication Rampardos right now. They probably have the rare candy in hand. I'm assuming they didn't get it. By not attaching? Oh yeah, I think this is just a win here. This is just a win here. We'll just hit him with a combustion here and just go ahead and let him figure it out. Right, so they'll be able to hit me with the Marshadow. Then Charizard comes in and hits the Marshadow. It sucks to lose my Charmeleon here when I have Charizard in hand, but I think at this point it's just them not having the Rampardos. It just makes us so far ahead that it doesn't matter. Because they won't be able to do anything to knock out Charizard here.
Find somewhere later.
We'll just go ahead and hit him with the Steam Artillery. And then we just attack one more time. Them not having Rampardos was huge. I'm definitely appreciating the adjustment I made to this deck. I was running red card and something else. I just wasn't really enjoying it. And then I put Sabrina here. Just Sabrina in hand feels safe. It just feels safe. Good game. I are flexing those medallions, man. All right. Going first into a steel deck. Probably Solgaleo. Well, that's a starting hand. Yes, it is. Okay. going first, and I'm fine with it. This is the nice thing about if you open Rare Candy, Charizard, Charmander, like even if you go first, it's completely fine. We're letting down. Let's go ahead and end. Not interested in using Iono, obviously. I don't think they would be either, at least not first turn. Snorlax. Ooh, baby. We're going to one-shot that Snorlax in real fast. Real quick order. I love Snorlax right now. It looks like a really good stall card, but Buddy's about to have a bad time. Buddy is about to have a bad time. That's 2 games in a row now that we've opened like this. All right, I am not going to Rare Candy my Litten. I'm just going to go straight the Rare Candy onto Charizard. I'm fine holding the Charmeleon in hand for the event that I get Communications. Or I could Iono at some point. But the fact that we could just swing for 150 and just KO the Snorlax next turn unless they pull a Cape is huge. They're just hard evolving into Cosmoem. Right, okay, so they're just going to attach and just try and get Solgaleo online next turn, probably. I assume they have it. That would actually be a real dick move if I move. Maybe we'll Iono next turn. If they put an energy onto Cosmoem, I'm assuming they have Solgaleo in hand. At which point, I just have everything I need to win this game without the opponent getting to do anything, which is really unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and Iono next turn, I think. Okay, I don't know that I want to keep Communications because there's nothing that I'm going to get out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Solgaleo potentially out of their hand. Oh, if only I had this. Oh, dude, Sabrina. That would have been horrible. All right, we'll just Steam Artillery and... huge damage. Right, and if they hit me with Solgaleo, that puts them down to 170, so unless they cape it, I get to KO it. I'm just going to assume they have it anyway, because that's usually how it goes. Yep, there it is. Ah, man. Every time I do these Ionos or Mars or red cards, I always end up giving them exactly what they need when I... realistically, I feel like I should have taken it away. That's fine. They have to cape here. If they don't cape here, they lose. Yeah, that's just game over, unfortunately. Steam Artillery. Yep. Damn. Zard just came down and hit him hard and fast. That's what it does. That's what it does. Rare Candy Zard is crazy. If I could rank up today, that'd be sick. 4th Gen Enjoyer. I'm a 2nd Gen Enjoyer myself. Okay. No, oh my god, dude. See, I've had so many bad draws in so many games in a row over the last few days. We just come out swinging now. This is fantastic. They get to go first. Right? They're just gonna Tina. Broken Space Bellow, end turn. Good stuff. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna Pokeball, attach, and end here pretty much. Because they're just going to continue to try and build up their lead. I'm going to go ahead and cape the Charmander, though, to help to try and mitigate some of that damage from the Darkrai. I don't want to attack yet, though. There's no point. It's fine. I would love to just shatter this deck right now. I'm so tired of seeing DarkTina, dude. Okay, 2 rare candies. That is nasty. Okay, we'll rare candy down, put the Charizard down. I have to stoke for a turn. So they have a turn to do something. We'll go ahead and stoke now. We'll attach to Litten just because we don't need the energy on Zard right now, and I'd rather have... I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. We're going to get there next turn anyway. We're going to have the same energy setup, but... I still prefer to have 1 on Litten just in case they do something silly. I'd like a chance to use my Incineroar, though. It's just in the deck, but I have not yet gotten to use it. Okay. Fine. Broken Space Bellow. Oh, they're Team Rocket grunting. I hope you get all tails. Yay! Every time I use Rocket Grunt, I get tails. I don't even bother running the card anymore. Unless I, like, have nothing else to put in my deck. Which, I mean, I guess they technically don't, but... Okay. I will go down to 140. I'm gonna Lily this just in case. I know I'm not getting the full value out of it, but I don't want them to hit me with, like, red plus Giratina next turn. I just don't want to have that. I don't want to deal with that. All right. So basically, I one-shot whatever comes in. Unless they cape it. 150 is such a perfect number for against this deck. It's a good number for a lot of decks, to be honest. See that pain the opponent is feeling right now? That's how I felt every time that the opponent has opened hands like this against me. Okay, they just want to go for the impact and then let themselves get taken out. That's it. That's it. Oh, we get to play our whole hand out. I finally get to put Incineroar down on the board. Yay! Just because you're DarkTina. Unnecessary VM here. This is bad manners. I didn't need to play all those cards. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'm tired of seeing this deck. Easy claps, baby. Alright, we get to go second this time. Unfortunately, no rare candy. Hey, Tapu Lele, this is going to be dangerous. This would be very dangerous, actually. Right, do I want to swing for damage or do I want to Iono here? I think that's like I'll wait a turn to Iono because if I can just somehow top deck a rare candy, that should just be really nice. They can just basically sit here and go for Energy Arrow for 20 until I do. Their hand does not seem to be as great if this is all they're playing. There's the well, they're gonna do it for me, I guess. They didn't want to risk me having a rare candy in hand. But we have a rare candy now. And it's on Incineroar. So now I have the option to burn the Tapu Lele. Okay, so they got more cards down. They're playing a Togekiss deck. That's very interesting. I like that. I gotta try that deck. I gotta try Togekiss. It seems like a fun deck. Right, okay. Okay, let's see. We can get the other Charmander out of the deck. And rare candy into the Incineroar. And I can Fire Fang right now and not worry about this. I can retreat for 1, hold my Charmanders in the back until I'm able to get to a point where I can just throw down a Charizard. And we can now Fire Fang. And what I like about Fire Fang is it's an additional 20 damage on top of this 30. And if they don't get the burned healed off on this checkup, they just get taken out. Ah! Okay. And I have Lily in hand, which is really nice too. And if they put damage on this, Scar Charge Smash is going to start running through their decks so quickly. There it is. We're just going to get... So they're going to hit us for 40 next turn, because I'm definitely going to attach here. The next Tapu Lele is going to do some damage. I am not going to heal yet, but I'll go ahead and cape the Incineroar. There's no reason not to. Right, so we'll Fire Fang here. Get a point. We have Sabrina with some damage on the Incineroar to take out the Togepi if they don't put another basic down. Ah, they get the Pokeball. Alright, well I can't Sabrina now. That sucks. But we can Scar Charge Smash and they don't have any more Tapu Leles left. That's their last one, so I don't have to worry about attaching this energy. That's a Sabrina! Oh! Oh, well played. Well played. Well played. Okay. That was well done. That does set me behind by a little bit here. So we're gonna go ahead and throw my Charmander back up here. I'm still gonna Fire Fang here. And I'm gonna Lily now. Right, they're missing. If a Togepi, no, they do extra damage on the first turn, so I should be able to Lily next turn. I'll just go ahead and Lily now, it's fine. They'll have to hit me for some damage, and then I can Scar Charge Smash afterwards. I would much rather just, you know, they're gonna hit me for damage with Tapu Lele next turn anyway. Okay, they get the heads again. I wish my checkups could go that way. Whenever I get asleep or confused, I get tails every time, man. There it is. Here comes Togekiss. Here it comes. Alright, they're gonna pop out and start doing the extra damage? No, they're not. Okay. I'll go ahead and research here. I'll get rid of this Tapu Lele. No rare candies to be spoken of, at least not yet. We have one more left in deck, and a Charmander, or a Charmeleon as well. I'd be quite happy with either one. Right, so... we'll just attach the energy here. And then Charmander should be able to do enough after a Scar Charge Smash to be able to take out the Togekiss. So I'm just going to go ahead and guarantee... KO here. They cannot hit me with... even if they Cynthia, they're not going to be able to do enough in one turn to be able to take out Incineroar. And at this point, I can also just Sabrina out their Togepi. I doubt they draw another basic. At this point, I feel like 2 Lele, 2 Togepi is probably their line. There's the Cynthia, so they're doing 110. And unfortunately for them, we still just Sabrina. So having Sabrina in this deck... I'm glad that I made the adjustment to put Sabrina in this deck, because otherwise it would be a very difficult thing. I could absolutely research and probably draw a rare candy or Charmeleon, but I'm gonna go ahead and Sabrina and just take the Togepi out and take the game here. Yep, that's it. Good game. And that could have gotten out of hand really quickly. Being able to swing for 110 and 120 right after. Oof. Let's see what we get here. Going first. All right, this time, not so simple, but Litten might be okay here. If we can get our Incineroar in hand, we have the rare candy. It is a Fire Mirror. Difference being here is that we can two-shot the Charmander, but they're going to get the damage out first, so we're just going to go ahead and research. See what happens. Okay, at least I get a Pokeball. If I don't get disrupted, at least then my next thing would be... Right, I feel like caping the Litten is the correct play to make here, but I don't have to make it yet. Research as well. They put down a Moltres. Now the question is, are they going to try and pivot out into the Moltres here? Or do they have the X speed already? They're also running an Arceus, right? That's an interesting difference of cards. Are they no, they're gonna go for Combustion. Right, it makes sense for them to go for the damage now and then retreat afterwards. But we just rip Incineroars here. That's all we need to do is just rip Incineroars here. And I finally get to use my Incineroar to win a game. Well, I did last game, but I get to do it, like, it feels like I get to do it again. All right, well, Pokeball, thin the deck, Charmander's out. No more basics, at least. I can evolve Charmeleon into this Charmander here. We'll go ahead and attach to Litten, rare candy down the Incineroar, and just start going absolutely nuts. Because now that we have damage, I'll also cape the Incineroar. And the whole combo just comes down. We'll Fire Fang the Charmander. We have Cyrus in the deck at some point if ever we get a chance to do anything with this. They basically are now forced... No, they just... Every checkup is always in their favor, man. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Alright, they potion the Charmander. I mean, the play here is for them to retreat and an Inferno into the, Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna go into Charmander for a faster retreat here, because I feel like that's probably gonna have to be the play I make. Very jealous of their full art Sabrina, too. Stay hydrated, folks. Why? Why? Huh? Why wouldn't we come into the Moltres and accelerate energy? We don't have Charmander or Charizard, do we? Oh, no. Well, I'm definitely not going to Iono now. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and take the point, I guess. We'll put down the Charizard as something I can keep in the back. Just going to Incineroar out and take this point. I don't want to give them a chance to get a Charizard out. I absolutely do not want to give them a chance to get a Charizard out. And then I'll build up my Charizard. They don't have enough basics on the bench, or anything on the bench, to maximize damage on Arceus. They are immune to my burns, though. Right, they can't do anything here. They're dropping another Moltres, so they'll be able to do 110. Right, so they're going to two-shot me no matter what. I feel like I'm never going to get to a point where I can just... Well, let's find out, right? Because we have a Lily, we can heal off a lot of that damage. We'll just go. We'll just pull 30 here. I'll power up my Incineroar because I can get my Charizard online very quickly. I'm feeling kind of good about this. Okay, they're gonna get a heads, aren't they? Ah! Another failed grunt attempt! This is why I don't run that card. Because that always happens to me when I need it to. Alright, so they're gonna go ahead and go for a smack here. Ultimate Force will do 110. Then we can Lily up to 130. right? And then we can just we actually just KO the Arceus right here. I didn't even need the Lily here. We just Scar Charge Smash for the game here. Absolutely just destroying now. Love it. Love it. All right, we get to go second here. And we're playing against a water deck. No rare candy in sight yet. Rage. All right, they have Magikarp. This is why we're running the Ember. Oh no, dude. Oh, this is why we run the Ember Charmander. This exact situation. Oh, they need to put another basic down. They just immediately lose the game, dude. Okay, they have Pokeball, but we get to get rid of this Magikarp now, like, right away, which is super nice. As long as they don't get to set up a... I don't get to let them set up, man. Don't set up a Gyarados and we're fine. Everything is fine. Everything, double Pokeball. Okay, so we're not getting a turn 1 win here. But they get Druddigon. They research. They're just trying to desperately reach for an X speed. Maybe? I hope they don't get the X speed. Please don't get the X speed. Okay, there's a Froakie down. And we're just gonna get rid of Magikarp right away. I don't even care, dude. We're getting rid of Magikarp immediately. I'm not even playing around with this. I feel like Iono is not worth it at the moment. I mean, yeah, we just take the Magikarp away from them before they can even use it. And then I just have to hope that I can get around the rest of whatever they play after this. Right, so they don't put Druddigon down, which kind of tells me that they might have the Greninja in hand, so Iono might have been the right call there. They're researching, okay. Trying to draw into their pieces. There's another Magikarp. Gonna flop me. That's half my HP too. That's unfortunate. Rare Candy would be sick right now. Ah! Alright, I think I'm gonna Iono now. I kind of have to. I don't know if I just gave them what they need, but I did not give myself anything that I could use right now, so that is not going to be helpful at all. So I can Ember here, take them out for 30, and then if they don't have the Greninja in hand, Rare Candy, then Litten can KO the Froakie. I should have caped. I really should have. There's the Gary. And a Misty. Yeah, this is about to go not my way. Oh my god, really, dude? 5-5? Well, that's a good way to lose a game. That's a good way to lose a game. Just gave him Misty plus Gary. He retreats out. In comes the Gyarados. And I am in shambles. Yeah, no, you just take that. I can't. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, man. That's unfortunate. That's gonna snap a 5-game win streak just because of that. Playing the waiting game did not feel like it was worth it, unfortunately. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do against a five roll Misty, man. Okay. Going second into another water deck. Okay. Interesting hand. Wugget Weeball. Nah, this is good. This is fine. However, I don't like the fact that I have essentially got absolutely nothing that I can use right now. I'm just hoping maybe next turn I grab one of my stage 2s. Or a way to get into one of my stage 2s. We'll go for the combustion at least. That's something. Now, if they don't hit the active, they don't get the extra damage. Defense. Research. Research would be helpful for me right now. Very helpful. Alright, I'm gonna spring out for 20 damage. 30 damage. I could two-shot my entire roster of stuff right now. I don't like that. Okay, can we research into a stage 2? I mean, it's certainly better than nothing, I guess. We can start swinging with Charmeleon. Is it worth it to cape the Litten? I think it might be more worth it to cape the Litten, but not give them a point, just in case I draw Incineroar at some point. And we'll just Combustion for 40. Man, if they didn't have the cape, that would have been real nice. All right, so they basically need to draw a basic, or they are not drawing well at the moment. It seems. All right, they have another basic. I feel like they top decked a Wiglet, and there's the Wugtrio. Never mind. Okay, so now I have to be able to get rid of this thing in a reasonable fashion before, or not. They're just gonna Irido away all the damage. Attach. Pass. Please give me Charizard. Man. All right. I'm gonna try to disrupt them by 1 turn, put some damage on the Wiglet. Force them to attach and retreat and put the Wugtrio back out. I'm just, at this point, hoping to bide my time until I draw any of the stage 2s in my deck. It's basically a 1 in 2.5-ish chance. Alright, so now they have double Wug. And they're caping all the Wugs. Are they attaching and retreating, or are they just going to attach and just chill? I feel like they can just chill, yeah. Okay, there's Incineroar. Right, okay. So rare candying onto the Litten makes a lot of sense here. Retreat Charmeleon, or, like, that's the thing, right? Do we... Fire Fang... I mean, Incineroar's got enough HP. I think we can do it. And the energy that's on this Charmeleon is not going to do a ton for me right now. I'm going to hope that... I mean, they have to basically land all 3 on Incineroar in order to get rid of it right now, so... I'm going to start putting some pressure on this one. Ah, finally somebody against me failed the checkup. They still have to... Like, they're gonna Misty. Oh boy. And it's another heads. Don't do this to me. Not 2 again? Man, come on. Stop it with Misty already. Okay. That isn't the worst. They fail it again. Which means I'm gonna get the knockout. I'm not, however, going to get... Yeah, this is rough, dude. This is rough. Alright, we have to Lily here for sure. Because I need to keep Incineroar out of KO range at all costs. And either of my Charizards here would be nice in the next... one here. So I need to be able to survive 1 more turn. Right, if they're at 140, the Scar Charge Smash does exactly 140. So if they can't knock out Incineroar with Wugtrio, I should be able to win unless they Irido away the damage. Right, they've already played 1. What are the chances they have another one? What are the chances that they have another one? That's unpleasant. It doesn't matter, though. They still have to land all 3 on Incineroar. And if they do, then I just lose. Oh! Charmeleon! My I activate my trap card! Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, they just lose now. They just lose now. Well played. I love playing against Wug decks because it's truly like, does the game want you to win today? Those are always fun to get playing. I respect people playing Wug. I can't play it myself. I only have one. Good game to them, though. Love this deck, dude. So strong.